Quick photo, folks! Quick photo!
We'd like to share a few tips for your visit today. We have strollers and wheelchairs available to rent just past the main entrance, as well as lockers if you have items you'd like to store. In addition, there are ATMs.
Para likod yun. Si Marilyn yun.
Matanda si
Hiya, darlings. We just arrived in this line up behind this beautiful girl in the green shirt. ¿Dónde está?
Ayun.
Pokemon. A lot of people say anime.
You saw me in a movie. Which movie?
Fast and the Furious? Yeah, they wanted me to be in that movie, but then they said I was too good looking. So they went with that Aquaman guy instead.
Kung Fu Panda? I was in Kung Fu Panda. You saw me? I know.
30 minutes wait. Yun, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Sure, ma'am. Toda la medianada que hay.
Masakay na muna, tapos hindi tayo bago.
Sarado po. Malamig yung hangin. Parang tuloy malamig talaga.
Convention in 1709. Then again, with all these muggles running about, heads of dragons, just muggles might be just what the story believes, judging from their most recent evidence. Good. And maybe they'll leave. If Dumbledore think it right and proper that they leave here, then they are more than welcome. Perhaps one of our younger guests will come out one more.
Enjoy the remainder of your stay. Oh, and should you catch sight of that dragon, please take note of its location and report it to a member of the staff. Guests, how delightful. Welcome, welcome. I am Professor Albus Dumbledore, headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Our school was founded over 1,000 years ago by the 4 greatest witches and wizards of the age. As many of you may know, Hogwarts is one of the schools.
Yeah, well, dead, aren't they? Ghosts. Sort of a requirement. They're muggles, Hermione, not morons.
Sipping on morons. My parents happen to be muggles, if you recall.
Anyway, we thought you might prefer to come with us and see a game of Quidditch. But to get you there, we have to sneak you out the castle.
Gusto ang tagal. Sakay na tayo isa pa. Ha? Sige, sakay muna. Si preguntaste cómo era.
Ha?
¿Por qué preguntaste? Hoy na lang, masando na kayo.
Mag-iikot ako.
May show ng 11. Napala ka na yan.
Fix that. Now it's an experience that even that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to share great news. Hogwarts has been chosen to host a legendary Tri-Wizard Tournament! Now, for those of you who do not know, the Tri-Wizard Tournament brings together 3 schools for a series of magical contests. And trust me when I say, these contests are not for the
Remember ice skating?
Please join me in welcoming the lovely ladies from the Botan Academy of Magic. Thank you, ladies. And now, our friends from the north, please greet the proud Sons of Durmstrang. tournament. Only one would hoist the chalice of champions, the vessel of victory, the Tri-Wizard. Thank you everyone. Now, for those of you who would like to greet our guests personally, you may do so now in the spirit of magical
Hindi pala yung unlimited sila ng rides. May ilang lang na rides.
We are the team series from the Academy of Magic, and the Diamond and myself, Julie Gryffindor. You can align right up here, my very good friends. Yes. In the meantime, I see lots of witches and wizards here today, so how about some friendly competition for the house cup? We can all nice and loudly, alright? Where are my fellow Gryffindors? Alright, not bad, Gryffindor. Where are you? Where are the Gryffindors?
Maganda na yung videohan ko yan ako. Yung may ipapakita siyang show. Magpili ng one.
Eh kung gusto mo mag-ikot,
Pwede rin videohan ko eh. What's this one?
It's the same cube. It goes around it.
Yung tram yun, no?
dito nga ba? Alam ko ba baba?
Yeah. Yung tram, yun.
The squishy?
Ano yung tram?
Masarap ba yun?
Oo. Masasakyan yun eh.
Ito nga ba?
Alam ko dito yun.
Ha? Anong mo? Paula, tanong mo nga doon. Kasi nga. Doon sa babae ko. Saan kami pumunta dito daw? Yun nga naman, laki.
Ito yung suya ko.
Ito ko alam ini.
אפשר לעשות את השני מתקנים. Dalawang beses na ako nakapag-universe sa Singapore.
Finding your way around a theme park is hard work. It can get confusing. But you made it here. It's a nice work. In the interest of
The Grace Family Mansion lives right here on the Universal lot. Right. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right here. Jabari, what have been your most memorable moments? Oh, Lord, there's so many to choose from. You know, I love the Boyer set where Will first enters, and at that moment, his life changes forever. What about you? Well, the Bel Air Academy gym set is here too, and I remember you having to sit in that cold ice bath for hours. Yeah, and that was really I can't feel my toes. No, but seriously, my favorite part of this lot is the talented crew who put it all together, from hair, wardrobe, makeup, set design, props, and transfer.
Set in the 90s, so Mark Wahlberg's character is a young boy. He won't be returning and playing a 12-year-old. That'd be kind of strange. But Seth MacFarlane is coming back as producer, director, and voice of Ted. He's standing there to the left, drinking the dirtiest martini I've ever seen in my life. It's got a cobweb on it now. We gotta get him a new drink. He's been drinking that thing for like 10 years ago. Ted is standing in front of some pretty interesting buildings. The bungalows on the left-hand side used to be dressing rooms for people like Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, Lucille Ball. That's because during their time as actors, they would sign a contract with just one studio at a time and only work at that studio for about 5 or 6 years. So their dressing rooms really didn't need to move during that period of time, unlike today's stars whose dressing rooms are trailers who follow them all over the world. Since we don't work in the same contract system with actors, these are now office spaces for some of the top writers, directors, and production companies in the business. Companies like $7, left-hand side, and Swain Johnson's production company, The Rock. You also have Illumination Entertainment out here. That's the animation house of artists. Despicable Me, Minions, Secret Life of Pets, new Super Mario Brothers movie was done by them. You have Jordan Peele's production company and Monkey Paw Productions out here. They gave us Get Out, Elsa, Nope. Mark Platt Productions down this little alleyway to the left. They create musicals. Mark Platt created Wicked on Broadway, one of the most successful shows of all time, and is also turning that into 2 movies right now with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. And a pretty famous office to our left, 5195, that once belonged to Alfred Hitchcock. Directed of movies like Psycho, Rear Window, Vertigo, The Birds, among many others. He had that office for about 20 years, the latter part of his career. So there's a lot of history tied to this simple, nondescript buildings like that all over the place. And a different kind of history is happening right now. I'm sure you noticed the construction going on the front lot, but Universal is building more and expanding more to the studio and theme park for that matter than we've ever done. Just to put in perspective, in the last 7 years, we've built more sound stages on the property than we built in the 7 years before that combined. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff being done here. Over to the left, you're seeing some of the newer ones built. These are actually the first in a stream beginning in 2016. Many different things have used it, like the revival of Will and Grace, Hairspray Live on NBC was actually the first thing to film in there. Currently, there's a show on NBC called Lopez vs. Lopez, which utilizes these stages. That's George Lopez and his daughter, Maya Lopez. They have a sitcom working on season 2 right now. But that's it for the front lot. All right, no more office spaces. We're going to be spending the rest of our tour here in the back lot. This is where we do the big stuff. The large exterior scenes from our productions at a super large scale, not much larger on the planet than these metropolitan sets on the right. You're going to recognize quite a few of these streets today. We have full access, so you're going to see a lot of it. We're going to start with Brownstone Street, the one with the steps coming off up here on the right. You might recognize that as Buffalo, New York, and Bruce Almighty starring Jim Carrey.
Raise the dog!
In the shower!
That's where Bruce lives. That same street was featured as Old Chicago in The Sting with Robert Redford and Paul Newman, one of our Academy Award winners. That is also the same building used as the apartment in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York with Macaulay Culkin. Remember to go to his uncle's place, ends up on the roof, throws the bricks down at the Sticky Bandits, all right there. And you can change these buildings too. You can make them look like the past, or you can even go back to the future. Y'all, you're on the same exact road that the time traveling DeLorean got up to 88 miles an hour, was struck by lightning and sent back to the future, 1985. Or 55, depending on how you're looking at it. Welcome to Courthouse Square, which was Hill Valley, California, Back to the Future Part 1 and 2, with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. As we come around the corner, you see, oh, hey there, buddy. You see some of our VIPs out there. Hi, Sean. Hi, Nick. They're standing in front of the City Hall, which was the clock tower in Back to the Future, although it does look very different. Marty is standing in front of the 4 columns there on the screen. They're still there. If you look through the front door of the City Hall, you can see another building inside that building. We just put a mask in front of it so y'all stop recognizing it. This was not built for Back to the Future. You saw previously in movies like Psycho 2 and even the Gregory Peck classic To Kill a Mockingbird. The courthouse and To Kill a Mockingbird is the clock tower Back to the Future. Same exact building. The riot scene for Bruce Almighty happened around here. Clear as day, the clock tower, the clock taking down. If you know what you're looking for, you're going to see the clock tower but Back to the Future pop up in literally 60 plus years of movies and television shows dating back to the 1940s. There's a television show called Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Lemieux that made the change because they didn't want to see the clock tower in Grandview, the main town, so they built a facade in front of it. And that's pretty much all these buildings are, just the fronts and the sides. But sometimes you need the front and side of a lot larger town. Well, you don't drive all the way to New York City, just wrap around the corner. We got it right here. Jimmy Fallon doesn't film in this New York, though. He films in the real one. Right, that's where it is in Tonight Show. Let's give him a call and see what he's up to.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
That's right, you make it here, you make it anywhere. And thousands of movies, television shows, commercials, music videos have all filmed on these streets. Like Jimmy was saying, when you see New York in the movies, it's more often going to be something like this. A couple of my favorite superhero movies did that. This was 1940s New York and Captain America: The First Avenger, when he's on the back of the taxi cab chasing after the Hydra assassin. Spider-Man's been out here a few times. The Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. My Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, used this theater on the left as Broadway in Spider-Man 2. That's where MJ had a Broadway debut. You can even see it currently in television shows like Quantum Leap, where it's a different city at a different time period every single episode, or even as itself an American Ninja Warrior. It's where they set up the giant obstacle course. That's because these buildings are extremely versatile. You can change the look of them almost overnight because none of the brick and stone of the buildings are actually brick and stone. It's all a plastic skin on the facade itself, allowing the filmmakers to peel it off, put up a different brick, or blow it up. That's why a lot of action movies like The Fate of the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, even Transformers, directed by Michael Bay, all use the same sets. Now, Michael Bay is just one of literally countless directors who have worked here. Another I'd be remiss not to introduce is Academy Award winner, Mr. Peter Jackson. Here he is to tell us a little bit more about what's coming up at the top of the hill.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you don't have to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just Put them in your hand because we're about to return to the sky.
Oh yeah, we're in for an adventure, everyone. Please remain seated, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle, hold on tight to your personal belongings, and also no flash photography. All right, the flash is not going to help with photos. All it's going to do is blind the person next to you, or it's going to blind Amanda, and we definitely don't want that. We're going to be taking this Dark Haven tunnel directly to the home of King Kong in just a minute.
We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong, and he's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. You know, he is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature with Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. And his eyes are like a window into his personality and his heart. He's had an enormous number of encounters with his foes, the T-Rexes and the various dinosaurs on Skull Island. So he's been beaten up, scarred, chewed up, spat out by these dinosaurs at various times, and he wears the scars of a lot of ancient battles.
All right, everyone, once again, please remain seated and welcome to Skull Island. King Kong 360 3D. All right. Is that cool or is that cool? That's pretty cool. All right, y'all can go ahead and take off your 3D glasses. Just don't lose them. They're super expensive. I'm joking. You're going to be Avatar: The Way of Water and Disney's The Jungle Book. That attraction is projected on screens that are about 3 times as large as IMAX screens. All of that to bring Skull Island and King Kong to life like we had never seen before.
With a project like Studios, where the audience is in the middle of the environment, they're looking in all directions, there's creatures coming at them, they're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side. Working on a movie, you're always knowing people are looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that they're working on. Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions. Also, one of the things fact about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts. Because it's one giant shot, this tram driving along through Skull Island is where the cameras from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting it to the audience is a hell of a run.
Some of you might have noticed, when we were in Skull Island, not only did we see some dinosaurs and King Kong, we even saw our own tram up on the screen. After the T-Rex bit into us, the moment we saw our tram, we were looking at a picture car. A picture car is what we call any vehicle in a movie or television show, literally anything. A tram, scooter, airplane. It's all called picture car, pretty generic term. Here at Universal, we've seen some pretty famous picture cars drive around, and we've kept some of them and added them to our tour. Have your cameras ready as we pass the sign on the left. We'll start with the yellow Dew Scoop from American Graffiti. Magna Beyond just painted to look real. And that also helps the director of Transformers, Michael Bay, do what he loves to do and blow that thing up like 80 different times. Right? You can just replace the wood, blow it up again and again and again and again. That's a repeatable practical effect. Practical just means it's physically there on set, right? Not in a computer. You can have a real explosion, a fire, or my personal favorite practical effect, animatronics, robots, right? You can do some really cool stuff with animatronics. One of the largest ever used was for a Universal movie that just celebrated its 30th anniversary.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the T-Rex at Jurassic Park is over 30 feet tall and would sometimes move on its own, which sounds terrifying. Two of those things were used for the second one, an even larger animatronic for the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3. All three original Jurassic Park movies gave us amazing set pieces and picture cars, and that's what we see right now. On the left-hand side is this double RV-looking vehicle. That is the Mobile Lab. You saw the Lost World Jurassic Park, which helped Mobile and Julian Moore and Vince Vaughn. Just like the Bradley Assault vehicle, that is also made out of wood. Not only because they needed to, well, move it in set, but because they needed to push it off a cliff for the sequel. Take a look. Oh, they're so angry. Oh, right in their mouth. Oh, wow. Uh-oh, going after cartoon. All right, they're very angry. Everyone gets attacked today. I'm so sorry. Oh, maybe you thought those are back? Good luck with the big one. Ooh. Oh, it's building pressure. Oh, it's going to get somebody real good. 3, 2, 1. It doesn't do anything. Just sad, sir. It would be like a fire hose in the face. That would be, or like one of those super soakers from the 90s. Remember how like much those hurt with how much pressure they had? When we were making Jurassic Park, we didn't just film here, right? We'll make movies all over the world. We call that on location. A lot of Jurassic Park was made in Hawaii. The issue was, when we were in Hawaii, we had to shut down the movie for about 2 weeks because a big tropical storm ran through. Which is ironic because that's also what happens to Jurassic Park in the movie, but we're not going to film in Rio. We want to take a sunny day like this and turn it into our bad weather. And it could be any kind of bad weather. Rain, sleet, snow, sharknado. We could do it all. Here in Old Mexico, we're going to show you exactly how we turn a sunny day into a rainy one, just like we do for the movies. Typically, when you're making a movie, you wouldn't want any sound on set other than your actor's voice, so you wouldn't hear thunder. But there's no actors out here, we don't need to worry about it. You would also block out the sun and use artificial lighting, but we're going to use the sun today to light up our rain. I just have to activate it and see if I can do it right this time. I think that carried enough. Yep, all right. Just like that, you can have a rainy day. We get our rain by using a super high-tech, sophisticated system. We call it a sprinkler. Yeah, that's all it is. As long as the sprinklers are above what the camera sees, it looks pretty natural. We look out there, we see more rain than a camera does, though. The camera's only going to see the ones that has the light going straight back into the lens. So if you want it to look like this in your movie, you need even more water. But the issue is, especially here in Southern California where it rarely rains, the more water you use, the more you have to physically drain off of your set. Otherwise, it's just going to start to flood. It doesn't go into the ground, it just kind of skirts over the top. Oh yeah, like that. That's a big one. That's a very big one. Okay, hold your breath. Don't worry, all not an actual flash flood. As a result, 1,000 gallons of water being released, just like this scene in the movie Big Fat Liar, Paul Giamatti, Amanda Bynes, and Frankie Muniz. You can also see the flood in a couple of music videos for songs like Vamos by Enrique Iglesias and Judas by Lady Gaga. The little road branching off by Amanda and myself off to the left-hand side, that is the entryway to the pirate city of Tortuga, Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. That is also where Nacho Libre lives in Nacho Libre. So yeah, a lot of your favorite movies are going to reuse the same exact set at Universal because they'll change it so much you won't recognize it from one thing to the next. This next road off to the left, though, you might recognize from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Currently, the New York Film Academy is utilizing it, but if you've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, anytime they're on the Western movie set, it was all right here in our 6 Points, Texas. I encourage you to watch the movie. It's so good. Just keep in mind, it is Quentin Tarantino, so it is extremely rated R. Much more family-friendly movie that was made out here, though. Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. At the beginning of the movie, you see Buck the dog running through his hometown, 6 Points, Texas. Hey y'all, we are give or take about halfway done with our studio tour at this point. Just a reminder, if you need my assistance, that red emergency cord is hanging above your head. Give it a pull, I'll be back to help. Otherwise, remain seated, arms and legs, and on the beat. As around the corner, look beyond the trees in this body of water to our left-hand side, you'll see some newer sound stages. Those are very busy. That is where The Voice films. They've been working on the blind rounds for season 24 right now. There's even more and newer sound stages all the way at the end of the road. We're not going to drive back there, mainly because that's way too far away. Universal's massive. We're 400 acres. We developed even more land down here because mainly it was just a parking lot. A couple of shows that filmed back here include the Universal Television produced Hacks and Universal Television produced Loot. Those sound stages are actually closer to the Warner Brothers front gate than our own. That shows you two things. Universal, massive, and two, Warner Brothers across the street. They're our neighbors. We could literally just pop over there really quick, grab some sugar, and come back. Rather than drive all the way back to those sound stations, though, we're going to take our tram up to Little Europe. I adore Little Europe. These are also quite old, dating back to the silent film era, but a 1930 movie called All Quiet on the Western Front, our first Best Picture winner, filmed out here at both Germany and France. The very following year, 1931, we invented an entire new movie genre. Out here, the monster movie. This is where we did Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Invisible Man, all those early originals with Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney Jr. and Sr. all right here. But I'm going to guess that some of you are going to recognize this not as Europe, but as The Good Place in The Good Place with Ted Danson and Kristen Bell.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
So the cafe they're sitting at right there, Yogurt is directly to the left of car number 1. You'll see it on the left as we pull forward.
Went to the bad place?
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Alright, so I'm going to give you a little insider knowledge. I obviously work at Universal Studios. It's the same company that makes the Universal Television and the Universal Movie, right? As a tour guide at the studio, I'm not mandated to pretend I like a single thing that Universal makes. Okay, that's not my job. I keep my opinion to myself, or I share it and hope that you understand that it's my personal opinion. The company does ask that I don't share an opinion that is negative. Right? So I need to trust you that if I share an opinion, you believe me and you won't get me fired. Okay, can I trust you? Yeah. See a lot of tentative head shakes. That makes me feel great. The Good Place is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. That is an honest opinion, and I'm not going to share anything negative about the company, okay? But honestly, it is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. It was created by Michael Schur, who also created Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was a writer-producer for The Office. So if you like that kind of humor, that kind of show, you got to check out The Good Place. However, it was not written in the same kind of way. A lot of comedies on television are episodic, meaning you can just watch one episode, doesn't really matter what you see before or afterwards. And while The Good Place can be enjoyed, it was intended to be watched as it came out. And they wrote it that way as well. When they got to the end of season 4, they finished it. And by finish, I mean it wasn't canceled. They refused to make any more because it was the perfect ending that they had planned from the very beginning. It's one of the rare television shows that reached its intended ending before they were told to stop. We've all watched television shows that either don't get there or go way beyond what they were supposed to. The Good Place isn't one of that. If you want to watch a fun, smart, wholesome show that's completed through 4 seasons, definitely watch The Good Place. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening. Now, this road is kind of boring. Outside of parking and storage, and also the largest forklift I've ever seen in my life. Look at the size of that monster. It's massive. We do have some of the oldest sets in their original location in the industry. These things have been standing here on the right-hand side for over 100 years. Everything else has been kind of pivoted and moved around over the years, but not these. In the silent film era, you would literally make 2 or 3 movies just with these one sets at the same time. because they were silent. You didn't need to worry about hearing your actor. You couldn't really move your camera though, because if you turned it one way, you would see another actor making a different movie right next to you. And behind the camera, we had bleachers with hundreds of people seated watching those movies being made. Yeah, there was silence, so you could just have as many people behind the camera as you wanted. Cheer on the good guy, boo the bad guy. Unfortunately, the audience had to leave once sound was added to video, but we brought the public back in 1964 with the invention of the studio tour. Yeah, we just celebrated our 59th birthday. Come back next year, it's a big 60th. One of the biggest additions to the studio tour happened in 1976. It was based off of literally the biggest movie that had happened at the point, and that attraction is still here. It's where we're headed next. Welcome to Amity Island. And now, you all might remember Amity, pretty well known from the boating and fishing community and their horrible shark problem. When they caught the shark, why is it still closed? I don't understand. Whoa, okay, that's why. Okay, that's a big shark. I was gonna suggest we go swimming, but let's stay seated. Let's not go in there. Wait, who is that? Is that George? What is he doing? George! That's George, everyone. George! You okay, bud? George! Oh. No, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's a professional. He's a police officer. He knows what he's doing. Amanda, George is dead. All right, everything's great. We're gonna park next to these gasoline barrels. This is what it says to do in the safety manual. Amanda, I didn't read the safety manual. We're good. All right. Oh, it took the bait. That's good. Oh, it took the dock. Amanda knocked the gas off the hook. I don't know what to do. Well, as long as the shark sticks. Oh, my eyebrows. Okay, what do we do? Amanda, I'm panicking. Do we just stay here? I think we just stay here. Nope, we gotta go. We're gonna need a bigger tram. Congratulations, everyone who just survived Bruce the Shark. Good old Bruce. I'm gonna hang out the window. Don't tell my boss. Hi. Al, I got a question for you. If you know the answer, just yell it at me. What kind of shark is Bruce? What is he?
Green shark. Great white.
No, he's plastic. No, you're right. He's a plastic great white. Our plastic great white shark, though, works a lot better than the one that Steven Spielberg used back in 1974. Here he's talking about.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio crews. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited. The shark worked well enough for a while that I had to make it all night. So I really owe the shark a lot.
The shark that attacked us is named Bruce. He's named after his father, the original shark from Jaws, who you see there eating Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg named that shark Bruce after his lawyer, Bruce Raymer, still his lawyer to this day. Keeping with tradition, there's one more great white shark in a movie named Bruce. They all remember Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. The great white in that one, official French, not food, is named Bruce after the shark in Jaws. Steven Spielberg filmed the majority of Jaws in the Atlantic Ocean and the surrounding neighborhoods of Martha's Vineyard. Believe it or not, filming in a real neighborhood like that is almost as difficult as filming in the ocean. That's why we have our own residential streets here in the backlot. Nobody lives in these houses. I tell the joke, come out here and rent these things for literally a decade if they need to. Pretty famous house to our right is from the best little whorehouse in Texas with Dolly Parton. We call this the Chicken Ranch. Notice, full house, not a facade. The only difference between that house and yours is that one has no plumbing. Because you still follow the same rule of don't build what the camera never sees, like the inside of their neighbors. You never go inside the house of the movie, don't build it. Your audience is just going to fill in the rest with their imagination. A whole other street of residences we get to drive down today. This is called Colonial Street. You might recognize it by a few different names though. This was Mayfield Place or The Burbs, in The Burbs, with Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. It's where Woodstaff Manor was, Pass with a Friend That Goes, just seen a Ricci. It was Nellyville with Nelly and Kelly Rowland in the Dilemma video. But it's most widely recognized as Wisteria Lane on ABC's Desperate Housewives. Practically every episode filmed up and down this road. And even though it was made by a different company, ABC Disney, Universal gave them complete control and they could do whatever they wanted. One of my favorite stories is that the crew found a whole bunch of termites inside of Mrs. McCluskey's house, 1438. They decided, hey, it's way too unsafe, the building's about to fall over. So there's an episode of Desperate Housewives where a tornado comes to town, but only hits Mrs. McCluskey's house. That pretty much allowed the crew to demolish the house, have a reason for why it wasn't there for a few months, and allowed them to rebuild it much stronger without all the bugs. For season 2, they demolished an old colonial mansion facade that didn't look good where this fence now is, and replaced it with the 2 houses we passed, now on the left. When those were built, those houses were the only ones fully practical, meaning full interior, while the rest were just 1 or 2 rooms or just shelves, 4 walls and a roof. We've added more to each house, with the exception of the house to our right, which has no interior because it has a giant tree growing right in the middle of the house. The yellow house on the right is where Davey and her family live in the Universal Netflix show Never Have I Ever, all 4 seasons. The monsters in the 60s live in the purple house on the right. And across the street from them, the light blue house on the left is the Cleavers and Leave It to Beaver. So literally decades and decades, your favorite families have lived in the same road, sometimes even inside the same house, but hopefully we change enough so you don't recognize it from show to show. Now, kids, I know I haven't said a lot that you would know, so this is for you. As we exit Colonial Street, the second house on the left-hand side, the dark green house, you know who lives there, kids? That's Matlock's house. All right. Kids love Andy Griffith from over 30 years ago. The kids are not going to know anything on that room. Not all of your filming locations need to be a physical neighborhood or even a building for that matter. You know in your favorite crime show, the cold open at the very beginning when they find a dead body in the woods? 1, it's not a dead body, just some guy holding his breath. 2, it's probably not the woods. It's probably the side of this road. Because why go to the middle of nowhere when you go to the middle of the Universal and it looks like you're in the middle of nowhere? A lot of your favorite crime shows like CSI, NCIS, Criminal Minds are around here all the time. Netflix was out here for one of their original movies called Bird Box with Sandra Bullock. You remember that one? She's all blindfolded walking miles and miles in the forest. No, she's not. She's 3 feet away from the road the whole time, and they don't turn the camera around because if they did, you would see Hogwarts Castle and it ruins the movie almost instantly. There's also a really cool episode of 911 on Fox with Angela Bassett where Lois gets caught on a butt slide of the Hollywood Hills. They use a real limo, real butt, but this was the hills. They just tossed it down the hill. There you go. We got about 15-20 minutes left of our tour. Once again, just a reminder, if you need my assistant or emergency coordinator above your head, give it a pull. I'll be back. As Amanda takes us up to the top of the hill here, we have 4 picture cars to show you. These aren't labeled like the other ones, so I'll point out a few. Green Mini Cooper belongs to Mr. Bean. The one that looks like Bumblebee is Bumblebee. The long beige one is a Duesenberg, features the Mummy and the Mummy Returns. The old truck is from our brother Arthur with George Clooney. And the Plymouth Roadrunner is from Furious 7. If you haven't seen a Fast and Furious movie and are a little overwhelmed, you just got to start from the very first one with the simple idea they race cars, right? Then they race cars and fight crime. Then they race cars, fight crime, fight each other. Then they race cars and go to space. You just have to like work your way up here. I'm a little worried about all the drivers of those cars because they're parked in, well, behind one of the most dangerous locations on the studio, the Bates Motel. Yeah, welcome to the iconic Bates Motel in Mother's House at the top of the hill from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. The construction that we see is for our Halloween Horror Nights. If you love Halloween, you would love HHN. We have an attraction during Halloween Horror Nights called the Terror Tram. You get aboard the tram, you get off the tram and walk around through this area. Last year, it was clowns with chainsaws. So you guys can do it without me. I don't know what it is this year. This is the original Psycho house. Okay. Norman's home. Okay, this guy creeps me out. Do me a favor, don't look him in the eye. All right, everything's fine, everything's fine. Norman, how's it going? The motel's looking great with all the good. That is a knife. Amanda, he's got a knife. Always walking down the steps. He's getting very close to the tram. He's extremely close to the tram. I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. That's close. I didn't panic. You panic? You know what? Let's just hang out in Norman's backyard, shall we? Welcome to the massive 747 crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and Justin Chatwin. That's a real 747 they used to make this come to life. Here's production designer Rick Carter and Steven Spielberg talking about all this.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
To sit down and talk about the War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now I'm closed.
Robbie, get in. Get in. And that's about all you see of this set in the movie. Less than 5 minutes. But Steven Spielberg knows it's not how long the audience sees something, it's how long it stays with them. And you see something like this, even for a few moments, it's going to be hard to forget for the rest of the movie. Now, Steven Spielberg didn't want that to go to waste, so he moved just enough of the debris out of the way and donated it to the tram tour. Similarly, this next area we get to visit was also donated to the tram tour, much more recently. This actually opened up to us the same exact day that the movie came out last year. We get to drive through the actual set used in the sci-fi thriller Nope, written, directed, and produced by this gentleman, Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the Winking Well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso Experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the European hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world.
Oh, the tram just got. Everything okay? Yeah, no. Should I rip my sleeves off or something? I think that'll work. No. We just got in it. Okay. It's really weird. Every party I go to gets broken up by the FBI. It's like a fourth one in a row.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And what else?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Damn.
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Hey, let's back up a little bit. Got it. It's like that. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop us just to clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back. It was on vibrate. Should I trace this? Pops can't hold it forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Yep.
Grab your truck.
Seems like the bad guy found us. So the crew's gonna keep us safe. I want everyone to be safer. Go ahead and put on your 3D glasses. Okay, we'll use those as some makeshift eye protection. Also, no more blending in. If the bad guy shows up now, we're putting the pedal to metal and getting out of here. So remain seated, hold on tight, definitely have your 3D glasses on. These might get pretty fast, pretty quick.
your turn.
Drone's lining up the missile shot!
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got it.
Roman, don't shoot! Head through the bridge! Under construction! Everybody hold on!
In the matrix.
One of the most epic chases of all time. Was that Fast and Furious or what? Oh, some driving, Amanda. Nice job. Y'all can go ahead and take off the 3D glasses. Well, let's take a look at this message I just got from the crew.
Good job, everybody. You protected the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know, it's crazy out there. You guys ran hard. Respect.
You know, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
All right, part of the crew. That is Fast and Furious Supercharged, the grand finale of our studio tour.
Glad I'll be on the team as well, heroes. Not as impressive as Pink Tritons, but still a good one. Well, it was nice meeting you, Ava. Happy to be part of your world. Come on over, heroes. Kenya's back, and and she brought her friends. I know you're already part of the Bumblebee squad. Well, it is good to see you again. Always a privilege. How about some tunes, DJ Bumblebee? We are moving and grooving. I think the Decepticons just got served.
Right here. Stay right here with me.
You can dance with Bumblebee any day. In a moment, Bumblebee. Have to get a selfie with Kidna first. As always. I say we have a new water bottle. Matches the Disney motif. Of course, Kidna. We are always excited to see you.
Live long and prosper.
Let's go, superfans. We've got all the princesses represented. We got Rosalina. We got Daisy. And we have Peaches. What can I just say? Ears clogged. I tell you to get lost, but I'm not sure you understand human speech. Get out of here. At least you were quick. One after the other, a procession of losers.
it will scan you in your shadow.
Either my friend X is going to be on.
You would think I'd know how to.
I need warriors, not influencers. I can think of no more disgusting a human invention than social media. All of you rats crawling around in your mazes, taking photos of it. Pathetic. Hello, you worthless worm. I see you there. You look brilliant.
¿Cuánto? ¿Mucho no? Okay, that's first drop, bro.
Hope you are enjoying your afternoon. 6-4, and engage smile. So it was her birthday. I almost didn't see the big. It shall be certain that Decepticons do not ruin the party. The game wrapping up. Take care. Time for details. Looks like this little Pikachu is eager to use his lightning strike. Adventure as well.
Does Amy know about it?
If you happen upon a Jigglypuff, be sure to bring it back. The sun is out, so we've got our guns out. Careful, Bumblebee, she's part of the city.
Mario Kart! Woohoo!
pwedeng walang... Kailangan ng ano... Yung shade.
Tama na.
Lahat ng...
Dali. Oh, hirap.
Teka, mga kasilo.
Yun nga si Hippogriff. 30 minutes. Waterford last show, 8 p.m. Giginawin niya maglalamang.
Gusto po.
Ha? 8 o'clock. Susunod kami doon. Sakay muna kami dito. Sakay sila.
Hippogriff, roller coaster. Pero hindi naman siya, ano lang, ganun-ganun lang. Walang loop.
Mainit dito ah. sabotaje.
future. The polar ice caps have melted, and the continents are deep beneath the waves. The survivors live on these floating fortresses known as atolls in this place called Waterworld. Brave explorers voyage in search of the legend of Dryland, the last remaining on the planet. But the Deacon, maniacal leader of a group of evil raiders called Smokers, is determined to find Dryland first. He's ensured that no explorer has ever returned. Until now.
Matt, what do you got? What? Helen, return signal! Open the gate!
Close the gates. Matt, keep a lookout.
Helen!
Hey! Come help me.
Get over here. You alive? Where you been?
Keep your eyes on this.
What you got there? This is what, pure dirt? How'd you come by it?
I've been to Dryland.
Oh, Dryland's a myth.
It's not a myth. I've been there. It's our salvation. We can all start new lives on Dryland. But we have to hurry.
Why?
The Deacon and his smokers are after me.
Smokers in the distance! Battle stations! Back! Get on the alarm! Helen, I need you on that tower. Get on that cannon, alright? Hey, Mac! Get on the other cannon, brother! DJ! You good? Lock up that armory. I'll follow you in a minute. No one's getting through that gate. Is that a seaplane? You hear that seaplane? Anybody? Incoming from the south! Take cover!
Breach in the wall!
I see it, Matt, get on it! Move, DJ! Yeah! Stay on him! He's got a gun! Lost something!
He's going for the gate!
Stay on him! DJ! Come on, buddy! Get on those things! Whoa, 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 whoa! DJ, what are you doing? Helen! Seaplane, 2 o'clock! Hey! Where do you think you're going?
I'm Tiger Woods. You know, that ball would have gone a lot further if that guy right there didn't distract me. No. We might actually need these people. Here, bag this. Brothers and sisters.
You hear that, Deacon? Oh, we're not your brothers and sisters. Am I right?
Somebody shut him up.
Come on. Yeah! Never gonna shut us up, Deacon. Never. Like, whoa. Whoa. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes, desolate children. You poor lost souls on this floating pile of sheet metal. The provider has spoken, and he has told me personally that someone here knows the way to dry land. That time I thought dry land, we're gonna pave it and drive it, tax it and tie it, sweet. Joe above are gonna use a cruise and fill it, drill it, and build an 18-hole monument to my beloved self.
You'll never find dry land, Deacon. I won't let you. Neither will the Mariner.
The Mariner? Chuck, get the gate. The Mariner. You mean that hat man, high-fish boyfriend of yours? The one who poked out my eye?
Yes, that who you're talking about? Huh?
Bring me the girl. Care for a smoke? Ooh, you want to play games? Let's play games. Keep an eye on her. What do we got up there, boys?
We got an atoller, and he's up there.
Yes, Dirt. See, Helen, I need to know the way to dry land. So the game's called Whoever Talks First Lives.
Leave him alone. He doesn't know anything.
Well, that makes you the winner.
Helen, don't tell him anything.
And that guy the loser. Drop him.
No!
Now, Helen, you are going to tell me the way to dry land. But you're next.
Let's get our trucks at high speed.
Excuse me. Shoot him.
He's gone.
What do you mean gone?
He's gone under the water.
That's the Mariner. That's the Mariner. Do me a favor. I want you to shoot him. Somebody shoot the second guy! Helen, I didn't say you could leave before the party was over. You! You're dead. The girl. Get the girl! Cousin Mariner's right here. I sure, ain't you kind? But I don't think he has a kind. Let's fillet the flounder. Yes! What this game? Oh, Chuck, we got us some runners. You're not gonna ruin my plans for Dryland, you gill-neck muto freak. You're a freak! Let's go! Find me something, look up there! Look over there! Chuck, get me a weapon! Toss it! Wait! Alright, man. Just you and me. Man versus fish. Yeah.
No! Hey, you've got something on your face. You've got something on yours. Mariner, I think we got him.
Hey! Got something on your back. Chuck, why is he still alive? I don't know. I want him dead. When you're done with him, signal my seaplane so we can blast this place to Kingdom Come. I'll take care of the muto. What's wrong with this? Oh, shut up! Oops. Enough fun and games. I need something with a little more kick. Woo! Ask and ye shall receive. Hey, Mariner, say hello to Big Bertha. Why don't you do us all a favor, huh? Stand in one spot. Oh, use a Chuck as a shield? I never liked Chuck.
Mariner! Mariner!
Winner! Thank you. Golly gee, Helen, a single tear runs down my cheek. Get up. Someone signal my seaplane. How do you like that on the internet?
Good.
So is your boyfriend. See that ladder? Start climbing. Yeah. Woo. Got a brand new vision. A pilgrimage for two to dry land. Think about it, Helen, just you and me. Savoring the sweet, sweet flavor of dry land. Now, you're gonna show me the way. Pack your bags, Helen. We got a plane to catch. Come on, fish boy! Ha-ha! Yes! Let's determine the fate of the new world. Does it belong to man or fish?
Mariner! Look at the boat!
Oh, Helen, you're not going anywhere. Not with a hole in your boat. What? Nevertheless, I got your woman. I killed your friends. Who's gonna stop me now? You? I don't think so. You don't have a leg to stand on.
No!
Yes, I, Deacon of Waterworld, celebrate the birth of a new nation. Dryland is my destiny.
Hey, Deacon!
Hey, what?
Civilization may start anew on dry land, while the mariner roams the 4 points of the compass on the endless seas of Waterworld.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Waterworld. It's the cast of some of your favorite film and TV shows. From American Horror Story, Shane Gray. From Freedom on the Plains, Jamie Klein. From Cold Blood, Brock Markham. From The Mandalorian, Ben Sanchez. From Westworld, Joey Wilson. And doing an amazing 45-foot fire dive from Aaron vs. Aaron, DJ Smith. Come on, from Lions, Hannah Bible. And from 911, Alex Hamer. From The Office, I'm Scott Damian. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening here at Universal Studios. Hollywood.
the darkest of times, my only remembrance to turn on the light.
Meron pa eh.
I knew then this was a different kind of magic. Very dark, very powerful. But until tonight, I had no idea just how powerful.
done, no one will ever again question my powers.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light.
Me paro así y me voy acá. No, fíjate que sí me la regalé. Digo, yo sabía que todo el interior no estaba listo. I'll excuse us, please. I got it.
Available to be scanned. If you don't already have a ticket or reservation for today, please visit UniversalStudiosHollywood.com on your mobile device or any open ticket booth to purchase. And of course, don't forget to download our official Universal Studios Hollywood app for ride, show, and attraction information, as well as maps and much more.
Okay.